Well, how do you think the current pandemic will influence the average person's attitudes and behaviors toward the climate crisis?
Well, I think there'll be trust of the science. And by that, I mean, when the vaccine shows up, another thing, everybody, for you optimists out there, all the experts, we had Dr. Tony Fauci on the podcast,
Yeah.
the man himself, and Celine Gounder. And we have these people on who are just absolute experts on this. Everybody's pretty sure that a vaccine will emerge through all this diligence, all this investment, one way or the other. There's two likely routes to get a vaccine, the RNA one, a more traditional antibody one, but they will show up. And then how are the anti-vaxxers going to feel about that? No, they're going to want the vaccine. They'll get over it. And I think in the same way, things change so fast politically because of the internet, maybe. I think things will change very fast with respect to climate change. I'll give you two examples that really striking for a guy my age. First one is gay marriage. People were against gay marriage for whatever reason, tradition, their claimed religious reasons. But then it's just a sweeping worldwide thing. Okay, gay marriage, I guess it's okay. Pay taxes, carry on. I think about Australia just reversed in like the course of 2 years or so, maybe a little more than that, but not very long. And the other thing is, I grew up in the city of Washington. I was there for Resurrection City and I Have a Dream and all that. And things changed, but things clearly didn't change enough. But this thing with George Floyd, I mean, I'm very sorry about his death, but it looks like it was not in vain. People in New Zealand are marching on behalf of Black Lives Matter. And that, I think, will ultimately be a good thing. As I have pointed out as a science educator for the last 2.5, 3 decades, we are more alike than we are different. Everyone you'll ever meet knows something you don't. Race is a artificial or tribal construct, not a scientific construct. Humans are all the same. And so we could be at this extraordinary turning point where civil rights become everybody's rights. And we all realize we are all in this together. And I'm not saying this politically so much as scientifically, that just watching it happen objectively, things are apparently able to change with extraordinary speed in the way they didn't used to be able to because of the global shared information. So I'm optimistic about the future with respect to climate change, but I'm also, of course, very concerned.